Can y'all hear me all right? Hello? Hi everyone, it's Meow, your not so local tiny magical cat, and Idle in Training. Today, we're gonna be playing a spooky visual novel. So happy Halloween! I don't really know very much about this game. It was just recommended to me on Steam and it looked cool. And I haven't played a visual novel on stream before, so I was like, okay, this is the opportunity. We're gonna do this. I haven't played a BN in a very long time in general. So I'm very excited about this. There was a flashing lights warning, so just as an FYI to anyone, I can turn it off if it bothers anyone. I personally don't have any issues with it as long as it's not too like extreme, but if it is, then I'll also turn it off for myself. But yeah, this entire game I think is in black and white. So I decided not to play it in full screen, otherwise I think I would stick out like a sore thumb. Today I finished my boba before stream. So I'm Nani? What the fuck? I was just talking and what the fuck happened? Okay, anyway. I finished my boba before stream, so instead we're gonna be drinking twisted tea, which is like hard iced tea. So we'll see how that goes. Maybe it's a dumb idea. Maybe alcohol right now is not a good idea, but you know what? We like bad ideas here, especially on Halloween, right? That's how that works, yeah? I don't think I'll have to get up at any point. Definitely not for like trick-or-treaters or anything like that. We just left like a bowl of candy outside of our door and was like, all right, that's enough. So yeah, let me just open my can of tea. I did my nails earlier today, so I can't actually like fucking... Jake, can you open it for me? I can't open it with my nail. I tried. Thank you. Okay, I haven't had this before, but my housemate had a party on like Friday, and so they left. This was left over. Not bad, but it's not good either. Like, you can definitely taste the alcohol in this. I'd much rather have like a Smirnoff Ice or something. All right. Hopefully the game volume is okay. Hopefully all of like the volume stuff is alrighty. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. New game. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What the fuck kind of princess is she if it's the end of the world? Oh yeah, so this is like a visual novel with choices, and your choices matter in the ending. Whoa, there's like a, what is this called? Parallax? This is cool. Whee! Okay. So explore. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason why she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Dude, fucking mood. Do I get a reward for some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch Viva la Revolution. Silently continue towards the cabin and turn around and leave. Alright, what should I do? The end of the world? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Nande? I don't understand. Why? Like... But how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? This is all. Whoa. There's more dialogue here. Look, I'll go and talk to the cow and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. I'm sold, let's get this over with. Thanks for telling me what to do. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out. Which she will, unless you do something about it.
What if I let her out instead? Okay, what happens if she get out then? I want specifics. Do you have evidence to back this up? What happens if she gets out then? I want specifics.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Narrator is already seeming kind of sus IMO, but... Right? He says he doesn't want me to have specifics. Have you considered that the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? They said that she's not gonna kill... She's not doing anything herself, right? Wait. She's not dangerous, she's just a princess. Yeah, so it's not her. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller
No,
or
it's
a
more like
seamstress?
killing anybody.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Wow, that's kind of toxic of you to say. Also, let me raise the volume for the voice. Oh, it's already at maximum, so maybe I just turn up my own volume then. That's kind of toxic. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? This would be IRL Miao response. Do I get some kind of reward for this? Okay, look. I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. If she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
But you said she's just a princess. So, like, what harm can she do, you know?
Then each and every one of us is doomed.
I'm already doomed. Everything's already doomed as it is.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Bitch seems toxic. How do I kill the narrator, actually?
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Oh, is this me? I'm the voice of the hero? Do I sound this mask, guys? Do I have to... We're not going to go through this with her.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
But I thought I'm the hero! Why is there another voice? Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Seems kinda crazy that it's already prepared like this. Narrator, why couldn't you have done this? If you prepared all this for me...
The blade is your implement. You'll need it.
Why couldn't you have done it yourself? Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'd like to think that I could kill somebody, theoretically, without a blade. Theoretically. You know, I could just, like, say a lot of really, really cringe puns And maybe they just like keel over and die, you know? Enter the basement. Whoa, the hand has a knife in it now, the little mouse.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Sounds kind of cute.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Two very different responses. Me, she's cute. She sounds dangerous. Same.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
But if I wanna, what if she's not a princess? What if she's like a queen, you know? Like, damn. Just checking in on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. This time.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Okay.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
I don't care about surprise. I'm actually quite bad at surprises.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
You know, the narrator forgot to take into account the fact that I am way more likely to trust this random lady than a random man. Just saying. I think pretty girls have a much stronger grip on me than some disembodied voice named narrator.
Focus on the task at hand.
Sorry.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Who's the VA for her? What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, it wasn't a joke. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steal your nerves, and step forward. I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Talk.
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare.
Drop the knife. Personally, my upbringing says that I should stay protected. I should keep myself ready and armed in case of emergencies. Even if I trust someone, I should keep myself safe.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
What if the narrator and the princess are in cahoots with each other, and the princess is actually a hag, and the narrator is just telling all the heroes to go and slay the princess to actually feed the princess all these heroes' bodies. What? Bum bum bum. Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You look so sad. That looks like the pleading face.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Why should I be scared of you?
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Actually, I have also my teeth and my hands and my legs and the rest of my body parts. You are chained to a wall, ma'am. I would say that I have more weapons than just this knife.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
What if I want to know what you can do?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
What if she isn't bluffing? What if she kills us? Are you sure she's not armed? I'm sorry, can we just talk? I'm not dropping the blade. Drop the blade, slay the princess. That's the name of the game! Are you sure she's not armed? I don't trust you, bitch.
I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use it.
Drawer.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
Oh, I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Oh. I guess we're at an impasse. Squint at the princess while holding onto the blade. I'm gonna squint.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh. Bitch.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here.
I will drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Narrator's side of me
drops
is
to the
bitch.
floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak
I
with
want
the
to go
princess
closer to
face
her.
face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
Does the
Just make
princess
sure you
hear
don't
the
forget about
narrator
blade on
as
the
well?
floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
A relationship? Oh. Oh. Wait, a relationship? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Fine. How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There are people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know I'm here to kill you? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
Why hesitate?
You can address me as your Royal Highness. Or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Your Majesty, you're not
Note
a
the lack of
queen.
detail. You can't trust her.
Sus. I've read enough manhwa to know that Majesty is for queens and kings only. Excuse you, princess. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
I figured.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
You'll never get a straight answer out of me either. There are people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that?
Don't just tell her that.
What?
That's cute. Do you believe that? Do you think I'm some sort of monster? If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
It's like a psychological horror game. It's not... I don't think it's supposed to be, like, visually spooky, but, like... Yeah. It's not supposed to have, like, jump scares or anything like that as far as I'm aware. It's just, like... It's like a psychological horror game about killing a princess. It's like a visual novel. If you want, you can just listen in too. I think it shouldn't be too spooky, but Maybe you want to also look up reviews more than what I researched for this. Wikipedia says horror adventure games, so I'll pass. Okay, that's fair. Thanks for stopping in though. Hope you have a good Halloween. Bye bye. Thanks. Bye. I was helping you tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing
That's
it.
true. That is true. A lot of really stupid people
whatever the
can
two
end the
of us
world.
have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Killing each other?
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me
She does
here?
not seem very innocent
She's right.
either.
This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Cutting her hand off? Is that what she's suggesting? Like cut her fucking arm off so she can take the fucking chain off? That seems psychotic. And also incredibly painful. Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
No, I feel like I didn't get enough information.
You know why you're here.
I'm here because I downloaded the game from Steam. Play the princess, I'm getting you out of here. I'm gonna keep you locked away for a bit. Okay, I'm gonna keep you locked away down here, at least for a little bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help.
Why did the text change?
And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Why?
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement. Should we try slaying her and see what happens? I think we'll die. I think something bad will happen. But let's just try it anyway.
charged the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own slips down her sleeve and catches her neck. Blood sprays from the cut, your severed carotid artery painting the princess with strokes of red. You'd better finish your task quickly before you run out of time. With the last bit of your will, you press forward, sinking the blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor
Why
together,
is she still smiling?
rapidly
She's got
bleeding
shark
out.
teeth.
Somehow, I thought this would turn out a little differently. But I wonder, do you really think that this was enough to stop me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I've been playing for half an hour and I died. Chapter 2? Sorry, I didn't mean to scream, but what the fuck?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin,
Oh my god, is it an
is a
infinite time loop?
princess. You're
Are we in a
here to
time loop?
slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Is this a time loop? I'm getting this terrible sense of deja vu. Wait, hasn't this happened already? Okay, no, but I die. What am I doing? She's gonna kill me again, but I already slew the princess. Sure, she killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again? Turn around, proceed to turn around and leave. What if I leave? I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is
I'm
the
gonna
first
gaslight!
time either of us have been here.
He's gaslighting me.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
So it's just me and the hero.
This whole thing's a crock of shit.
What?
She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Voice of the cheated.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
How are you so sure about that, bitch?
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were positive she didn't. But it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
I think time loop games are very interesting. This is more than just deja vu, though. I'm pretty sure this whole thing just literally happened. What if I turn around and leave?
And away we go. Good call.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
We're stuck in a time loop anyway. Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go to the cabin and slay the princess. I'll go and talk to the prince. Maybe I'll slay her. Maybe I guess we'll see. I definitely know where I'm going. Nope. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going. The cabin. I'm not going to the cabin. I'm pretty sure. Pretty okay with the world ending. I realize coming in view dawn beyond our own. Gonna walk the opposite direction now. I'm pretty okay with the world ending, I think.
There won't be a new dawn if the world ends. There'll just be nothing forever.
Well,
I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
I mean...
That's strange. It looks like this path
Oh
also
no.
leads to the
We're
cabin.
in a time loop.
How convenient.
We're in an infinite
Everything's
loop.
back on track
Everything
again.
is a
Maybe the world
loop.
can still be saved after all.
No. Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's
Yes.
time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
And if I do it, then we just keep dying
Fine. You turn
over and
around,
over forever.
back
Just a
down the
different
path
kind
you
of forever.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. Everything is getting...
Oh, whoa. What's happening?
What's going on? Where are we?
Uh-oh.
That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
Table? What table? The world around you is unwound. It's a physical matter replaced by textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. Feelers probe across fabrics of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Feelers. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. This is a nightmare. Wake up and brace the thoughts constricting you. Urgency. You have the story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am your only salvation. Chapter 1. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Chapter 1 again?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, so is it as in if I don't follow the storyline, the storyline breaks, like the story breaks, and then we have to start over because it's the only way the story can continue? Is it like that kind of thing? I got 2 achievements on Steam. I got Denial, return to your destined path or face the consequences, and the real Slay This Princess starts here. You'll know it when you see it. Interesting. Do I get some kind of reward? Have you ever, can someone else do this? Killing a princess is kind of bad though. Have you ever considered that maybe the only reason why she's gonna end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
You're being kind of vague too, bitch.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
The end of the world, what are you talking about? I'm sorry. Can someone else do this? I don't think there's a choice, right? For us to, like, not engage with it, because we have to slay the princess. Like, actually. Can't someone else do this?
Unfortunately, you're the only one who can pull this off. I don't make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
So it's like a Destiny thing? Guys, I keep metagaming the game. Help! Okay. Silently continuing to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Lead into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need
My
it if you
implement.
want to do this right.
Alright. I'll just take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Okay. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds
Your mom.
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Why? Continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the
Coldly
task
beautiful
at
is such an interesting way to describe someone.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you think that? I'm just here to talk. Actually, no, I want to do this one. What? No way. Why would you even think
That
that?
giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Nuh-uh.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it.
Okay.
Don't you dare.
No.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your
I love how
trembling hand,
exasperated the
drops
narrator
to
is
the
with
floor
us.
with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I've already seen this bitch go a little
Against your
crazy,
better
so
judgment,
I'm a little
you step
Sasuga.
forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Fine.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward. I agree.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
I have my reasons. You think I'd just come here to kill someone without even knowing why? That'd be ridiculous. That sounds like cope. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
That laugh. I think I'm in love. Stop it.
I have no idea.
Same.
To be honest, well, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation.
What if I just tell like a story? A fake ass story. There's people out there that know, what's your name? How long have you been here? Do you know why I'm here to... You know why? What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your
You already
Royal
told me
Highness.
this. I want to
Or
know
Her
your
Majesty.
name, ma'am.
Any honor if
We
it should
can't,
do,
like,
really.
you know, develop a friendship
lack of detail.
without it, you
You
know?
can't trust her.
How would I get you out of here?
You can't don't bother.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
I feel like this was a sign that she's kind of a little
Her sharp eyes
delulu,
settle
a
on the
little psycho bitch, you know?
She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. I've already asked that one. How long have you been down here? She said she doesn't know. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
Oh, bitch. Okay. You're apparently gonna end the world. I know what I've been told. Whether or not I believe it is entirely a different matter. Wait, what did I say? What did I... Why did it not tell me my own options? I said... do you know I'm gonna kill you? Wait, so...
You're lying.
How does she know that?
Wait, but I don't know.
Don't think that just because I'm the one in chains, it means you have a right to interrogate me.
I'm confused. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh? Have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Okay, so, guys, when we did this the first time and we killed her, we got time looped. So, therefore, the only way we can explore other time loop options and see what is actually going to break the time loop is to do something different, right? So we have to let her out.
Oh, you have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Right?
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
But then, like, you know, we can... You know. And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key is lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free. Let's ask how to not cut her out of them.
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
I would not be
She
okay with that.
speaks with almost complete nonchalance.
Can she just grow her arm back? Is that what this is?
If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Personally?
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Bitch.
Is someone else here?
I was gonna say before we got fucking locked into the basement that I am very good at entertaining myself with absolutely nothing to do. I can probably stare at a wall and entertain myself for like hours on end. Like, I learned as a kid how to be very, very easily like entertained by absolutely nothing. Try the door.
Try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
No, let me out!
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the
Bitch,
task
the
is
narrator.
done.
Hey, let me
Your
out of
shouts
here.
and pleas are met with silence.
Hey,
I'll repeat
listen.
myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd
I
simply
don't need your
slain her
fucking
like
snark,
you were
Mr.
supposed to.
Narrator.
Easier for whom?
Yeah, bitch.
Easier for everyone.
Nuh-uh. You're not the one who has to fucking kill a pretty
I heard
lady.
the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They? ¿Quiénes they?
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
I don't wanna. It's kind of gross.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
As a medical professional, I gotta say that is not normally possible, and
She
that
didn't
is
so much as utter a sound.
quite difficult otherwise.
Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm?
Why did she
isn't
not
even
cut
bothered by
herself
it.
out before when she
Thank
had
you.
a blade
Now let's get out
in
of
her
here.
sleeve, you know? No entiendo.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Ooh, narrator.
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
What the fuck? I look crazy.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Why do I look like that?
Watch me.
Oh my god. Holy shit. I'll just slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. There's a warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Mad scientist totally looks like a normal hand to me. I feel like you might be biased. I feel like you might have a little bit of a bias. See, my hands are very cute and manicured. I think this hand has needs some moisturizer. Ever thought of using lotion after you shower? Hero? Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Yeah, you're using makes me think that you know, maybe that there's some, you know, bias, even if it's like your origin story. I just gotta say, like, it's not really helping your case here.
I'll make this quick.
Oh no, is she going to kill us because we were trying to help her?
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
The narrator sounds so exasperated with us.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck.
Oh, that's lovely.
This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
Also, welcome Mad Science to the stream. I hope you're doing all right tonight. Chapter 2, The Prisoner. Oh, is that us? Are we the prisoner?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Are we a new hero, or is this a time loop again?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard, you're in it for I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around.
Ooh,
I
voice
wouldn't
of the
trust a
skeptic.
word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here. For us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Oh my god, I'm going crazy. I have multiple voices now. See, this is very not like my real life. I don't have an internal monologue. How do people have multiple voices in their head? I have nothing. It's just static.
You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
See, I don't have thoughts, so you would never be able to understand any thoughts that I was going in my head because there are none.
And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Thank you. Doing good. Hope you enjoy the game. I saw a previous stream of it and it was amazing. Definitely gonna get the game myself when I have the chance. This game? Yeah, it's actually, I bought it because it was on sale on Steam and it came up on my discovery queue. So I was like, why not? For Halloween, why don't we just play something new? Yeah, so if you I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that, but if you wanted the game, now's a good time because it's on sale.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
It's actually the third time we've met you.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
That's not true. Kind of.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do, which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting.
Yeah. I don't want to waste the twisted tea, but I don't really like it at all. It's kind of gross. The alcohol taste is too strong. Like, it's like not a good alcohol taste. Maybe I won't finish it.
But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
I'm getting fucking gaslit!
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything?
This is a fucking bitchy ass narrator, man.
Like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Except for we died.
But in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Hold up, yo, I need to grab a napkin for my sandwich.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Ah!
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Maybe she was stuck in a time loop and she became the princess and it just kept looping over and over again. Who knows?
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but if the princess weren't a certain, inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here.
The fuck kind of
Yet,
threat?
Here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
The fuck does that mean? Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
No, I'm gonna be slow about it, bitch. Let me do what I want. The only reason why she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? Who kept her? Who locked her up in this place? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Why are you oversimplifying things? If the people locked her away, then why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
I hate
You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Chosen One prophecy and Chosen One tropes are just fucking pick-me vibes on steroids.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Same.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
True. Why else would I be here with like several voices in my head?
Right. We're here because we're special. Look, you're annoyed that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please, just get to the cabin.
You're being cagey. What is cagey? Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I'm ESL. Give me 1 second. KG. Reluctant to give information owing to caution or suspicion.
I've told you
that one.
everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation.
It's not very simple. We already told you. We're time looping, bitch.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
Us? The only reason she was able to kill me last time is because I let her, and all she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world?
She just can.
The fuck do you
Believe me,
mean?
I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Nuh-uh.
You haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right?
Yeah.
What proof could you possibly ask for?
Literally anything.
Literally anything. Fine. Check your pockets.
I promise you that I didn't know that was gonna say that. I just was trying to be snarky back at the narrator. But I'm glad that the devs predicted that people would probably do the same shit, because that was quite good. Thanks, devs. Or maybe I'm just extra predictable, who knows?
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front. Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her.
My handwriting is not this messy."
An immutable truth." That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting? I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please just trust that these rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
I know, what the fuck?
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting
This
the
is
world
totally
at risk. I think
immutable
we've got everything
evidence.
out of him we're gonna get. Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
I don't know about that one, Chief, but...
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
Wink?
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Dude. Wink. Wink. I can't wink. I can't wink, so I've synced my model tracking
The
to
interior
also
of
not
the cabin
wink,
is
because
less a
otherwise it'll
cozy
just make me
woodland
look
retreat
weird.
and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that
Wait, this is
a
different than
prison.
before.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need
What if
it
we don't
you
take
want
the
to do
knife this time?
right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. This cabin is different than last time. Approach the mirror, take the blade, enter the basement. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
We're going crazy.
But there was a mirror a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Yes, but why? Did he change it? Or did it change all on its own?
Are we? Is this
Maybe it's a
narrator
different
just
cabin
like
entirely.
a princess slaying
Isn't that a novel
psycho?
thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I
He's
hope this means you'll
gaslighting us,
finally
he's
drop your
gaslighting
ridiculous
us.
Past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
We're getting gaslit.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Thank you, Mad Scientist. Welcome, welcome to Naka-meow. I hope you enjoy your stay. Enter the
I'm afraid
basement.
I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon.
Okay. Fine.
Sure, she killed us with it last time. What if she turns it against us again?
Against us.
Yes, I'm sure. And I've already got a plan for that.
Plan?
Still with those past life delusions, are we?
I love that
hope
I'm just
part
like
of that
talking to
plan is
myself, but
don't
like
give the
50
world
different
any
voices.
monstrosity your only weapon. Because unless you've decided to arm the princess, I don't think you need to worry about her having a weapon.
She's got her own weapon, bitch.
Peachy, we'll be fine. Okay, I'm trusting you.
Don't I get a say here? What's the big idea? I'll just take the blade.
You take
Fuck
the
it.
blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Thanks. I mean it.
I'd like to think that it was actually we just like have like a whole posse of people that are just like with us, and it's not actually like voices in my
The
head.
door to the basement
Wow.
creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy
Well,
moss on
if
the
the
stone
fire's
steps.
going, that means
If the princess
people have
lives
been
here,
here.
slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Her font is different. It's the demented font again.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar
She has
around
more
her neck
chains
clanking
now.
loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
That's what you think.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
It's for us, so we could be there with her.
That was there last time too, wasn't it? It was.
It was? Guys, I don't pay attention.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just gonna leave her here. Leave the princess to sit with her.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Dude, that must be so heavy on your neck, man.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Yeah.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happens after I died last time? That other chain on the wall, who's it for? What would you have me do? I just think of Eve, actually. I've been here before.
Oh? Are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
She remembers. Do you remember?
I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Uh-oh.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
This is our third time!
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck.
What?
Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles.
Yeah, bitch.
I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth.
He's
Hope if I pushed back hard enough, I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
True.
I never said I wasn't.
Yeah, you're pathetic, narrator bitch.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Wait, but like in like technology terms, if you're not the first version of yourself, that just means that you're like the new release. You're the hot fixed version. So like it's actually better, right? Like that. It's not bad, right? Really?
Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
True.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much.
Bro, listen. I can't even swim. How the fuck is my mind supposed to swim? My brain doesn't got like arms or legs or anything. I'm pretty sure your brain would sink. Actually, I want to Google that. Would your brain sink if thrown into water? Are human brains buoyant? Brains float in cerebrospinal fluid in water. No. Because a water has a density of 1 kilogram per liter and a brain has a density of is greater than less. Brain has a density of less than that, so the brain is heavier than water and will not float. Interesting. The more you know. So, haha, take that, narrator. Brain won't swim.
Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
No.
I won't.
Yeah.
Fine, but you won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
You were asking about my attention earlier. What did you mean by that? What happened after I died last time? The other two know who's it for. What would you have me do? What happened after I died?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Nice, nice.
Is that really all she knows?
I don't think so.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
How about a knife?
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
The first round we had actually wasn't real. Like, what if none of that actually happened in game? Because they're only acknowledging this is the second time around, but this is our third time around. Unless I can't count, which is quite possible, but... like... It's definitely the third time, right? Why are you asking my intention? Oh, the other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
Okay.
Maybe it'll fit.
Why does...
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I missed the game start, but the first time you killed her, then the loop tried to avoid the cabin. I'm guessing from what you said, yes. Yes. Am I predictable? Or is there like a set, like, path? I feel like if I inspect the chains, she'll make me, like, put them on. What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife.
Sus.
Don't worry, you'll get it back.
But what if it's inside of my body when you do that?
That's ominous.
Sus. Yeah, I agree.
But she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing.
She's gonna cut off both of her arms and her head?
Please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros?
He's gonna say there are no pros.
There are none.
Nice.
The pros are that we can't trust him. Possibly even more than we can't trust her.
Him? Capital
Whatever
H
she
him?
has
Is he
planned
God?
could do something to mess with what he has planned.
I guess he kind of is. Narrators are kind of
Or
God.
maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I guess maybe that's intentional because it's like him supposed to be referring to the narrator, but usually isn't like capital him or he like supposed to be referring to like God. Inspect the shackle. I'm not giving you a weapon. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me. I'm not giving you a weapon. In case you've forgotten, you killed me with it last time. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you the weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you. Give her the knife. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out your own. I think I'm just going to leave here actually by... I'm not giving you a weapon. In case you've forgotten, you've killed me with it last time.
But sure, let's talk about what happened. Because what happened is exactly my issue. The last time we met, your body tried to kill me. If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over.
I'm not a bird. I'm a cat.
And if being
Just because
nice
I have
isn't
wings
enough
right now doesn't
motivation,
mean I'm a fucking
well,
bird.
I think you're aware that I'm not afraid to resort to violence.
Yeah, we know.
If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she? Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others. Or it's another bluff.
No hard feelings, of course. But you should be aware of my position.
What about our position? Inspector Shackle, you were asking about my intentions earlier. If you don't give up now, I have no other choice to slay you. You're the one in chains. If anyone's negotiating here, it's not you, not me. You realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me.
I do. So I guess this all comes down to which of us caves first. And it's not going to be me.
Oh.
I'm extremely patient.
I'm not. I'm not.
It's probably better if we take action anyway. No use trying to wait her out. That's playing to her strengths.
You just take a nap. Let's explore the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that?
Uh-oh.
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
I relate to the skeptic.
But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism.
Let's go!
Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Pog!
Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now?
Let's go! We're stuck with the lady! Oh, so the shackle was meant for you. Yeah, it was. It definitely was. I definitely knew it was. Become your own jailer?
Yes.
I got an achievement.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
It is funny.
What are we supposed to do now? Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve. That's horrible. It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Skeptic is running off the assumption that we're going to time loop again anyway, so I assume that that's kind of why he's acting the way that he is, but, you know, that's a fair assumption. But also, dying via starvation seems very, very shitty. I think it's, like, a really awful way to go. I think dying of starvation and drowning are the two worst ways to go, if I recall. Because of how your brain shuts down.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
I can't help it. Got sticky fingers.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here. Actually, did you know this was going to happen to me?
No.
Oh. So we're both stuck here. Oh, don't worry. Won't you die of thirst before starvation? Not that sounds any better. I think technically in order of things that you would die in terms of deprivation would be sleep deprivation, then dehydration, and then starvation. So, you know, we could just stay awake and go psychotic a little bit first, and then have like a little bit of a trip before we die. That seems like a good way to go too, right?
Yep.
Not one for small talk, are you?
Nope.
That's rude.
What should we do? She's done talking to us.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
No, I told you I'm really good at this. If you had me sit down and like wait like forever, I could do it. I could do it. I'm telling you. I have had to wait for my mother while she goes shopping in a car with nothing to do because my DS died and I have nothing else to do. Like, I promise you I could just stare at nothing and be okay.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing. But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe.
Og.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
Why is the world not safe?
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
What?
How exactly does that work? It just does.
Bro, I hate when people... Dude, narrator is like a mom. Narrator's like, you know, it does this because I said so. Bitch, give me a reason!
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again.
How is my questions interrupted by time?
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
Wow.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
Dude, I actually feel like I'm like the skeptic. That's literally my line of thinking too.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
Have you noticed the basement changing? She's not gonna talk to us anyway, so we should probably just wait in silence.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls. That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
True, so true, bestie. You're so right. We were literally just talking about this.
She hasn't starved.
Maybe the chains will fall off the walls. You're so right. Dude, you're actually a genius. Something has to change, right? Like, if we're not starving and everything else around us is falling, like, gotta, right? The chains have to fall off the fucking walls. It's just, we have to hope that it comes off of us first so we can get the knife before the princess, you know?
I guess she hasn't.
Our knife! Where'd it
Even
go?
more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the
Where'd
increasingly
the knife
porous
go?
walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass and pass.
Are either of us getting older?
Until suddenly, there are no walls. And then... I think he's gone.
Oh No.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Whoa.
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
Oh no. Oh! What? But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away and left something else in her stead.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Where'd she go? The hands took her.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we even go looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to look in the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
Ominous mirror. Ooh, spooky.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back.
I ain't no bitch.
Fear.
It is. Does that mean the world ended?
They must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
No, none of us know.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
The music is so spooky.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
That awful thing, yourself. Approach the mirror.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
No, I ain't no bitch.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. What the fuck? I cannot make out what is happening on there. You're alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. There's still a cabin? You are at the cabin. Oh, what the fuck is that? Approach her. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the space between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Huh? You're that thing I met in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you the one what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? What happens now? Attack the entity or destroy your body. You're that thing I met in the space outside the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I'm Miao. You're not the local tiny magical cat and idol in training. I'm not a person, I'm a cat. I don't know what I am. What do you think I am? Solitary lights, what do you mean?
Thoughts without connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Is this the end of the world? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Are you the one who sent me to slay the princess?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
What happens now? Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
So true, bestie. Man, I'm so stupid for asking that. I'm so sorry. I should have known. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
I don't think she needed to protect anyone. She didn't need to be protected in the first place, right? Let her out of there. Do you know the narrator? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? What happens now? Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Do you think she likes me, chat? Chat, do you think she likes me?
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Are you the princess? What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
The game did say it was a love story when it started. Yeah, you're so right. I think that this many-hand lady likes us.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to.
Forget?
Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slave for the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
That is so true. Matter cannot be created nor destroyed. Bro, there's so much science in this. They're so smart, man. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Aren't you scared? How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Oh. And what if... aren't you scared I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Oh. Pleasant. Okay, make me forget? Or should I go back? Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Okay.
You won't.
Oh. Everything goes dark and you die. That fucking scared me. Bring the prisoner to her. I'm back at chapter 1 again.
You're on a path in the woods.
That fucking
And
scared me,
at the end of that path
guys.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Can I leave it this time? Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive
I should save,
place.
hold on.
The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot.
Oop. Let me just...
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Does she sound different?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life.
Different dialogue.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous
New
game by
dialogue.
coming here unarmed.
I'm here to say, hey, I think I'm here to... Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
Is it a different princess?
You walk down the stairs
Nope.
and lock eyes with the
Oh,
princess.
there is the other, like...
There's a heavy
chain.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She sounds different, though.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's talk a bit first.
Okay.
What's your name?
Oh,
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
you can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess Princess?
Hime. So Princess is your name. I love the voice acting in this game. It's amazing it's only been done by 2 people. I did notice that. I can kind of tell that it's like 2 people, but I think that it's like distinct enough that you'd have to really listen for it.
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name though. Everyone has a name.
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted. Go back upstairs, get the blade, and slay her before it's too late.
If I'm the first person you've seen for a while, what have you been eating or drinking? Okay, if I'm the first person you've seen in a while, what have you been eating or drinking?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Dude.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but I agree with the princess. That's hardly relevant.
Dude, how do you just not eat or drink
Okay,
water?
but actually, what has she been eating? She has to eat, right?
It's like when you watch movies or like read books and stuff, and then they like never go to the bathroom, and you're like, surely you go to the bathroom at some point, right? I can't believe they were keeping it. I'm gonna get you out of here. Okay, I'm gonna make you regret this. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I'm gonna keep you locked away here. Down the road, we can. I'm I'm just gonna see if I can get her out. I can't believe they've been keeping you down here like this. I'm gonna get you out of here.
You're only making this more difficult.
Narrator, shut up.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Shut up.
No, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Nope.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the
If it was me, I definitely would have forgotten the keys, like, on the fucking stairs or some shit, because I'm so used to- I just, like, put stuff down when I'm doing things and then forget about them forever. Do you have any ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
So she's the same.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
No!
Is someone else here? You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
No! We got locked inside again! Return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
My bad, dude. I'm just trying to explore all the options since we're stuck in this fucking time loop, okay?
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped
No,
wolf.
no, no! No! No, 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 no! This scene startled me so much the first time it happened. The bones would get me. I know, I hate this!
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you.
She's
The clang of
fell,
bouncing
chat!
metal.
She's fell!
It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
It came out of her sleeve. It's not actually from there.
Or we could use it to free her.
Well, she's already kind of fucking bit her arm out.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Should we save the princess? I don't want her to eat her arm again. That was fucking nasty.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
She's got blood in her mouth.
Cut into her flesh.
The noise.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
That's crazy. That should not be like that.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
There's blood on the little, like, knife now.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the
Ew.
ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even
Can
bothered
we
by what just
administer
happened.
some first aid? You can tear the bottom of the hem of your dress up so we can stop the blood flow just a little bit at least, because that's kind of gross. And I'm sure that the knife probably wasn't very sanitary either. Just, you know, we
Thank
could
you.
do something
Now
about
let's get
it.
out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Do we warn her this time, or do we just kill her?
Watch me.
I'm sure our knife's sitting in a dusty cabinet was completely sterile. The narrator even said it was pristine even. Oh, you're so right, dude. You're so right.
What are you doing?
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade
Such
has a chance
moves.
to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Resist.
The blade. Move the
No!
blade.
No, we're not gonna kill her.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from
She's
your
left-handed? Or I guess she wouldn't have a choice.
rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
No, don't kill me. Just fucking go away.
She plunges it into your chest,
Ooh.
tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and
This is a very
again. You
not
feel
quick way
every
to kill someone.
inch
Just gotta say,
burning
dude, if
pain
you were
that
like, I'm gonna make it
slices
quick,
its
and you
way
just go and
into your
stab
body.
someone in the gut, that is not the way to do it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, stab. The narrator is so pissed this time. He's just relishing describing how much it hurts this time. I know, right?
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
No, she does not.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last
He looks
thrust
so
of the knife,
sad.
your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
She looks like a pleading face emoji.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
I die! How many times have we died now? Chapter 2, the damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Wait, chat, does anyone know, like, is it infinite endings and we just repeat the same things, or is there like an actual, like, quote-unquote ending where, like, it's considered to be done? Just cause, like, I want to try to get to an ending, but I know that, like, also technically, I don't know if they're, like, when it resets, if it counts as an ending. Like, I don't know what counts as, like, the end, you know?
You're here to slay her.
Is that...
If you don't,
I'm playing this game entirely blind. I don't know if there's like an endpoint. So vague spoiler does going to an ending. Okay. Cool. I just wanted to make sure like there was actually like a point in which I can consider the game done, you know? Proceed to the cabin. I'll just go quietly this time.
a warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
If only
Oh.
you knew what you did to us, you villain.
Voice of the smitten.
Excuse me? Forget he said anything. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take our life last time. He's trying to keep us apart, but he won't be able to withstand the power of our love.
Dude, you met her one time and she fucking killed you. I don't know if that's like love.
Last time? What are you talking about? I think he just likes to hear the sound of his own voice. Let's try to ignore him. I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed. Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries.
It's pretty.
A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall?
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Not this shit again.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Gaslighting.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
Oh my god.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. It doesn't matter. Remain silent and approach the mirror. Why would you lie about that?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Sometimes you gotta go look good when you go save the world, you know? Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
This really isn't funny.
You
Wipe the
reach
mirror
forward
clean.
and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago.
And there's a tapestry there.
Now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
See, a smitten guy knows how I'm saying. You gotta save the world looking like super. Dude, all I could think about were like some really random fucking adjectives, but I'm super clean. Enter the basement. We will not take the blade again.
The door to the basement creaks
It's a different
open,
entrance.
revealing an intricate stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's a different voice again.
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I think we're in love. Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
When you're in high school and then your friends are like, oh my god, I have a crush on this guy, and you're just like, shut the fuck up. This is the third guy this week. Can you just relax? And then you find out that you're like on the ace spectrum and you're like, oh, maybe people do actually get crushes.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this fawning.
Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely
She looks so
she
cute
can
here.
hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
I agree.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
Come back.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
My love language is words of affirmation. It just takes someone to compliment me, but also it's like hard mode because I'm really bad at taking compliments. So, you know, it's tricky.
Waiting for you to come back? You've been here before, haven't you?
Yes, we have.
That's right, villain, and you killed us.
Well, she killed us.
Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. We damned a whole world, but everything reset.
Yeah.
Nothing resets, you're just somewhere else. You can't keep hopping between worlds forever, especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible devastation behind you. This is horrible.
Horrible for you, maybe, but we've been given another opportunity to sweep her off her feet and treat her like the lady she is.
Dude, I cannot imagine voice acting these lines as the Smitten. I would actually just want to cringe myself to oblivion.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
I shan't.
Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why'd you do that? I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask, did you end the world after you killed me there? I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair. There's not even a slay the princess option here.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we?
We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
I love the Smitten. He's so over the top, but his VA does it so well. I agree.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died?
You died, and now we're talking.
Ah. That doesn't make sense. Before we started talking, did the world end? Did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She
Oh,
wants to
God.
make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
No, I don't want the world to end. I had no feelings on weird. Honestly, the world sucks. People are a plague, and I hope you brought slow and painful ruin to them all. No, I don't want the world to end.
Then I didn't end the world.
Same.
See? She didn't confess anything. She is innocence itself.
I'm not so sure.
I didn't bring a knife. Sorry about what happened. This one. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body. It was extremely unfair.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Oh my god, she's speaking. She's speaking to my soul.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
True. We got the snarky narrator. What if she has like a functional narrator?
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
True.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, despite the complete moral disaster that would be, you'd have to get her out of those chains. Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with
Don't
that.
you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her out with ease.
No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just
You could
slip
probably
her
slip your
hand
hands
through
out
the
of
chains.
most things. Like, I'd rather break a couple bones, like shoving my hand out of a chain, than I would cutting my hand off, you know?
If her hand could just slip out of the chains, why hasn't she done it
She
already?
didn't have soap.
Because we've yet to present her with her freedom.
I don't like how much the smitten is just like,
I'm
yeah,
not
we're
sure
gonna
I
save her.
follow.
Exactly,
Would
bro.
you rather believe me, a passionate heart guided by love and my own good nature? Or would you rather believe the devil on your shoulder who tells you what you can and cannot do? I think I'd rather believe in facts.
So true, bestie.
Ah, so you're one of those empiricists.
That's one way to say it.
One of us has to be. Then let me show you a brand new truth. Narrator, we courageously step forward and free our beloved from her bindings.
Yeah.
No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I would if you had
Oh,
a
wow.
weapon.
You'll what? Take over her body and force us to kill her.
Not on my watch, villain.
Villain?
My passions contain titanic depths, and
Passion,
if you
more
try
passion.
anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second
Oh.
thought.
You wouldn't.
I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked.
Her crown
I'll
is
be
different.
damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than
What
that of
the
a true
fuck?
believer.
She actually just took it off like that.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Same.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there
He's so
would be
obsessed with the
saved.
pristine blade.
Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
You're so right.
What do we do now?
I don't fucking know. I didn't get this far before. Like, your hands are intact. We don't have a knife. The door probably is locked on us now. I don't fucking know, man. What do you want to do?
Let me guess. End the world?
Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
Oh, she's one of these princesses.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection,
Scared.
and then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Hey, Fur. What do you want to do today? Hey, Fur. I want you to tell me what you want. There must be something you want. Do you want to end the world? I want to leave. We can figure out the rest out. What do you want to do? Then let's leave. I want you to tell me what you want.
I just want to make you happy.
Oh, she just got like fucking shoujo eyes out here.
She can't just want to make us happy.
It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
There must be something about you and what would make you happy. You have to want something more than just making me happy. But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me. I want you to make me unhappy. Do you want to end the world? But you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Oh my god, her eyes just keep on getting more and more like anime.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you
Her eyes keep
starting to trust me
changing.
now?
The music is getting spooky though. If you want to leave, then let's leave.
That sounds perfect.
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your
I
fingers.
wonder if it
as
would
they
break her if I
intertwine
just
with
like
hers.
literally just kept on asking her.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
So
I
true.
like to think that you do, actually.
Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made and this is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
You and the princess walk up the stairs hand in hand.
Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this.
Narrator's just jealous that we got a princess and he's maidenless, okay? He's just angry.
And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no, did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength.
This
of
is like the
true
inside,
love.
right? Or I don't actually know.
Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known.
Are you listening to this?
The
You don't have to
smitten
go
is
along
so
with the every
campy.
whim of that delusional voice.
I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Yeah, me too, man. Do you think you can open it? I think we can try to open it together. I think I've got this. Open the door by yourself.
Well, I don't know. Do you think I can?
You can do anything you put your mind to.
Of course she can. You believe in her, right?
Nobody is leaving this basement.
Nobody, even us? Yeah, I think you've got this.
Okay, let me try.
The princess tries the handle,
And
the lock clicks, and the door creaks open. Are you kidding me?
I told you she could do it.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her
No,
before
if
it's
we
too
point out the
late.
blade, then she's gonna kill us. You're not doing
You're
that.
enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world and make me suffer. I hate you.
The end of the world is the narrator world? Is that why he's upset? Because we would be ending him?
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
What you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin. And then you step outside.
Romantic haze, your love will set you free.
A happy ending at last.
We did it. What should we do now?
Uh-oh, guys. Chat,
Where did everything go?
everything's disappearing again.
Where did he go?
Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was too busy
Uh-oh.
staring deep into our beloved's eyes.
Oh, he's fading away too.
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Uh-oh.
She's cold. Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a princess.
Will you have feathers? You don't get the chance to make that jacket, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared, but this is the end for you, but not the end for me. It's going to be okay, just trust me. We've been here before and you always get scared. This one.
It feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
No.
Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and breathe for a while? That can't hurt, right?
It's not the end. Whatever is on the other side is going to be nice. It's the end for you, but not for me. I'll see you on the other side. It's going to be okay.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
I don't think it was a good idea to trust me.
She'll be there waiting for us. I just know it.
No. Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. What do you mean you've grown? You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights in empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same as being as you were before? How much have you changed? Why does it feel like what does it feel like to change like this? When it's all done, do you know what you want to do? You know, at the end of this, you're finished, I'm gonna kill you. When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before? You have been kinder to me than anyone else you've met, thank you. You've been, kinder than anyone else. Why? What do you want me to bring you next time? Do you have any thoughts on the vessel? I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be. What do you feel about me? These vessels I've been bringing you, I've hurt them. How many more vessels do I need to bring you? I'm ready to go back. How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives.
I'm gonna turn this on. I'm an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
What do you want me to bring you next time?
Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring them. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
When I go back, it's as if an invisible wall closes around me. Why can I not do the same things I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds you've already seen, and to perspectives I have already made my own. They are useless to us now, inaccessible. The only paths of value are those that are yet untread.
Oh, so is that why we couldn't, like, slay the princess earlier? Because it was, like, slay or rescue, and so I could only have the choice to rescue? You have been kinder to me than anyone else I've met. Why?
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
So you don't have any preferences on how you'd like to change or grow?
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the thin trail of perspective and memory.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Hi! Oh my god, that fucking scares me. Every time. Everything goes dark and you die. Bring the damsel to her.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Oh!
And in the basement of that cabin
Lo
is a
entiendo!
princess.
Okay, so each of the chapters has a name. Like, each of the chapter 2s has a name, and then you bring that type of princess to the vessel. Yeah? That's what that means? I think that's what that is.
You're here to slay her.
Silently continue to the... Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
I wonder what kind of princess
You'll
this
find
is
the
this time.
princess within.
Proceed to the cabin. I didn't see what the chapter name was for this time. I was...
The interior of the cabin is almost
I assume it's just like
entirely
the
bare.
princess and the hero or something like that
The air is stale
again.
and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
It's not bolted
The
to the
blade
table.
is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
This chapter was the hero and the princess again, since it's back to chapter 1. Yeah, that's what I thought. So each time I have to take I have to get the princess outside in order to get her to, like, the vessel to her, right? And so then how do I get... So I should just go in, right?
The door to the basement
But is the first
creaks
chapter
open,
always gonna
revealing a
be
staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in
something
the room
like
below.
she kills us?
This is an oppressive place.
Because we don't
The
have...
air
This
feels
princess doesn't have
heavy
a
and
name yet?
damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. Her voice soft.
Hello? Is someone there?
I'm just gonna start skipping the repeated dialogue.
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's
Hi, just checking in on you.
You are? It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
I'll see what I can do. Oh, hi. Hello, Boba.
You're only making this more difficult.
I have a dog with me now.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No. Not sure how much detail you want, but chapter 1 is always identical except for certain options will be grayed out if they lead to later chapters you already got, so you can no longer make the exact same series of choices that lead to the damsel anymore. Yeah.
No, you're doing the right thing.
That's what I thought.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Same thing with the prisoner, because we already got her as well.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess...
I'm gonna go check upstairs. Maybe the key is still lying around somewhere up there. If not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
Okay. I'll be here. Good luck.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut.
Is someone else here?
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess. You try the door, but it's locked from the outside. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to... Or we could use... You won't like what...
Save the princess.
Fine. Against you cut.
I'm just gonna skip through this part because it's so gross.
She smiles softly as her... How is she still
Thank you.
No, we won't have any of that. As the princess... Wait, watch me.
Oh yeah, we can't warn her this time. So, oh my god, why are there so many slay the princesses? Okay, we'll start with the first one.
Back now. I'm with you to the... You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart, but she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
No, I don't, actually.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon.
Holy shit.
You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart.
Holy shit. She's actually going feral.
It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat.
Claws?
Then her teeth,
Why she got
somehow sharp enough
claws?
to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness. Dress stained in red as her
I wonder
blood
if
and
each
yours
of the
both
Slay the
seep
Princesses
through.
has like a category or like a different reaction to it.
If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
I mean, are you one to question why she has claws? Have you seen what's holding your dagger? Hey, listen. I just wasn't expecting them to call her nails claws. Okay, listen, I get it. I have them too. You know when you do like a manicure, I'm sure you can call them claws, but like, bro, see, I think what I have are claws. I don't think what she has is claws. Also, my dog is barking at me. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Oh my god. She's barking at me and wants in my lap, but she doesn't want me to pick her up, so, you know.
It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry. Everything goes dark.
And you die. The witch? Ooh! Saw those nails. She is a hag.
You're on a path. You're here to
Okay, we're just gonna go proceed to the cabin.
A warning. She will lie. Don't worry.
Voice of the opportunist. Don't worry, you can trust us to get the job done. The witch.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots.
It is a hag.
The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only
I'm saying
furniture
hag
room
because I
is
just
a
played
slab of mud in the
fucking,
shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade
Baldur's Gate.
perched on its edge.
Holy shit. Hi doggo, she sounds cute, but I know the feeling. My cat will get on the table and my computer's on, walk over and stare at me, but refuse to get on it and later jump off in a huff. Yeah, I want to get dog cam eventually for my two doggos. Boba is just getting extra feisty. She's the barky one. She's my little pom. Let me see if I can show you. I don't think I have a picture. Shit. Come here. Okay, she does not want up. She's very upsetty. She just wants
The
attention.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Should I take the blade this time? I'm kind of scared. It's called the witch. I'll just go without it.
blade. Hope you know what you're getting us into. It'll always be here if we need it. Sure, that was also true last time and we still died, but we definitely know what we're doing this time.
I think regardless, bringing the knife is a bad idea because it just gives her more options to kill us.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the
I always
earth.
associate the word maw with Critical Role in Dungeons and Dragons because Matthew Mercer always uses gaping maw to describe. I just got whacked by a different dog tail. Gaping maw to describe like a monster. He just whacked me in the face with his tail somehow. Oh, I see.
The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath.
I think that's
If the
blood.
princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
What if I want you to bite? I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
So true.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
You know, the world would be a lot better replaced if this was true.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss.
Yes, boss.
Thank you. You descend the basement
She's got a
steps,
tail.
entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
He's actually for real feral this time.
And there you are, once again seeming to offer a helping hand while likely hiding the other behind your back. Fine, I'll play along for now. What do you want?
She's acting like the two of you already know each other.
We do.
Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out?
So we create, in chapter 1, we create the chapter 2 princess, which we must have to release in order to give to the person. But what if I don't want to give the lady this version? Like, it's a witch, so like, pero like, I don't want a witch to be part of that.
Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great.
I don't think
at
we have a
it.
choice.
Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her.
If we'll go somewhere.
Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
Oh my god, she's got the uwu face. Look at it. We have the same face. Maybe I'm her. Maybe I'm the princess this time. I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. I made a mistake. I got to say you're not happy with me. I'm unarmed. That's a gesture of goodwill, so why don't we talk it out? Look, I know things got messy last time. I think there's something bigger that both of us should work. Had you get out of those chains on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Miao Hime-sama? Yeah, I'm Miao Hime now. Why do I get the nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I get you out of here? I don't trust you, not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get leave her in the basement. What the fuck is that noise? That sounded awful. I'm unarmed, and that's a gesture of goodwill.
You came to me with empty hands last time, too. But that didn't mean you hadn't been plotting something nasty all along. What you did showed
Also,
me
hi
as
Sushi,
much.
how are you?
But we didn't plot anything. We just made an informed decision based on the information we had at the time.
True.
I think you're both making perfectly valid points. Sure, we didn't plot anything, but it's easy to see how she might think we did.
I'm sorry about last time. I made a mistake. We made mistakes. I get the sense that you're not happy with me.
Is that a joke? Do you think a joke will charm my trust back? You'll have to try harder than that.
Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Wait, they just came out like that?
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That's sneaky. A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
If you could have gotten out this whole time, what did you even need me for? The cabin isn't even locked.
The cabin lets prying little beasts like you come as you please, but it insists I stay where I am. That binding I shed is just a symbol of the crueler magic at work in this place. If I'm to leave, I'm to leave with you, and you alone.
Why do I get a nagging feeling that you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them?
No, it's a history!
But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
That's a good line, actually. I gotta give her that one.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here,
I like
that's it
her.
for the
I
world,
like her cat
remember?
mouth. We're matching.
Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back.
Right.
I think that depends on your definition of words like stab
Excuse me.
and in the back.
Excuse me. Oh my god,
She
I'm
might not
burping.
literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
When you say you want a woman who can just kill you but then wake up here. True. This entire game is literally just... I can fix her and get me a woman who can kill me simulator.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
I'm sorry about last time. Okay, let's leave. I'm sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize. Get us back on the right foot.
Yeah.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster.
I'm a monster. I'm a cat. I'm not a monster.
If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Okay.
Yes, let's.
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face. She never breaks eye contact, even as the two of you find yourselves face to face.
She's got a different crown this time. Does each princess have a different crown?
She's silent for a long moment, as if testing to see what you'll do now that she's
I
within
match her
arm's
face.
reach.
After you, darling. You're the one it lets come and go. It's best if I follow.
Oh no, we can't have that. If anyone is going to turn their back on anyone else, she's going to turn her back on us. It shouldn't matter who leads and who follows. We're working together here.
You're so right, Hero. You're so right.
Well, if it doesn't matter, then she can go first. We may be in this together, but that doesn't mean we have to trust her. Somebody has to go first, and it might as well be us.
Also
We're the
true.
ones who broke her trust last time.
Also true.
You're talking a lot about trusting someone who, by her very definition, cannot be trusted.
That's by your
I don't
definition.
know how many more warnings I have to dole out, but if you help her out of here, you're going to regret it.
Step onto the stairs.
That's right. You're the one who's going first. Don't worry, I'll be right behind you watching every single thing you do.
Her little tail is so cute. I have one too. Look it.
That's exactly what I'm worried about. You step onto the stairs and begin your ascent from the basement. The princess follows close on your heels, perhaps even a little closer than you'd like.
It's a lion. It's like a lion tail on her. Yeah. Or it's like a dragon tail too. Either way is very cool.
You're only saying that because you want us to feel nervous.
True.
I do want those things, but I want them for a good reason. I don't need you to trust me for my sake, because I already know that I'm right. This is for you. Can we walk backwards up the stairs? I think that's the smarter idea.
I
Can't
cannot. I
sneak
do
in
not
and
have the
attack what we're
coordination to walk
facing.
backwards up the stairs, sir. I'm sorry.
No. The stairs are a bunch of overgrown roots. You'll trip and hurt yourself.
Yeah.
But the princess is silent as you both continue the climb, and in no time at all, the upstairs of the cabin is within reach. Isn't that a relief? We're fine. Nothing happened.
Don't jinx it.
You're not even going to wait until you're through that door to proudly claim your victory, are you? What did you just say that? I think we know why.
Yes, we know why.
You feel something dig into your shoulder, sharp and piercing. The princess clawing at you and pulling you down with her full weight. Together you tumble back down the uneven stairs, your body and hers crashing against the unyielding wooden roots, until finally you both separate with a bone-shaking thud against the basement floor. You feel something pop.
Bruh.
The princess lands against the far wall, gasping as she struggles to recover from the impact.
The frog, it was in her nature?
You're still in shock, trying to get a hold of yourself. She grins as you continue to remain exactly where you are, cackling derisively as she watches you realise that you won't be getting up.
Bro, we just wanted to help you.
Wait, why won't we be getting up? I'm afraid your back is broken. One unlucky fall is all it takes, really, and you had several. You know what? I'll say it. That sucks. I don't like having a broken back. We were going to help her. Why? Why did she do that? It's what I would have done. Have you considered not being like that? Of course not. It's what keeps us alive. And yet here we are, paralysed and stuck with someone who hates us in the basement of a remote cabin.
You must have known this was coming. The arrogance of turning your back to me after everything you've done.
Now we're both stuck here, you dumbass! I can't get up, you broken back. What the hell is that for? I was trying to help you out of here. We're gonna never going up this, get the stairs. We could have gotten out of here if we just trust each other, say nothing.
Maybe you were, and maybe you weren't. But even more than I wanted my freedom, I really, really wanted to hurt you.
Okay.
And you know as well as I that by our very natures, only one of us could make it up those stairs unscathed. Someone had to make the first move. Better me than you.
See, this is why I wanted her to go first. I had this whole little scheme planned, where once she'd passed by the table upstairs, I'd have said, now pick up the blade and stab her in the back.
Well, fucking hindsight is 20/20, okay?
And then you'd say something like, wow, that's an amazing idea that I never saw coming. Thanks for looking out for us.
No.
And then you would have done it and we wouldn't be stuck down here with a broken back.
No.
There's just one problem with that. And what's that? She was clearly planning to betray us. And if she was in front of us, she would have gotten to the blade first.
True.
Ugh, you're right, aren't you? I thought this whole thing was ironclad, but really it was doomed from the start, wasn't it?
Yep.
The princess's body twitches as she tries to get up.
She's fucked too.
Ho ho ho! So she's got it as bad as us.
Something inside me is broken. Isn't that a cruel twist of the knife? Isn't that so funny?
Really it was the narrator's fault, not high IQ enough? So true.
She eyes you with intensity, silence falling between you for a long moment as her gaze travels up and down your battered form.
Now we're just gonna be stuck here with broken
Seems
backs.
I'm not the only one, though.
Wait, are we both just stuck here?
Sounds like it.
Certainly seems that way. What a way to go. But look on the bright side. In all this chaos, you may have actually managed to deliver a lethal wound. World could be saved after all.
We're going to die together. Isn't that a lovely treat? I wonder how long it'll take. Maybe I'll get to watch the worms lick your bones clean.
Would you still love me if I was a worm? Would you still love me if I was eaten by worms?
Is that really what's going to happen now? Hello? Are you still there?
Uh-oh.
What happens next?
He doesn't respond.
I think he's gone.
Something strange is twisting this place out of shape. I wasn't feeling much of anything, but now I feel cold.
Cold? Goodbye! But you don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Decay, you've withered. Got another achievement. I'm withering. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
This music reminds me of City of Tears and Hollow Knight. That's what I've been trying to put my finger in. I was like, it reminds me of Hollow Knight, but I can't figure out what part of Hollow Knight it reminds me of. It reminds me of City of Tears. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist. How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back. At least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse? What do you think of this vessel? You know, at the end of the what do you think of this vessel?
Hope marred by bitterness. She could see the end of the tunnel, and the door was closed on her. She will make for a righteous and weathered heart.
So we got a damsel, and then we got the witch right after.
Do not mourn her. She is finally on the other side.
You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
I'm getting sleepy, chat. I think maybe this might be the last little bit of story we get for the night, because I'm starting to fall asleep a little bit. I'm getting tired.
I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
I can tell you how much you have left, but yeah, if you're getting sleepy, might be a good stopping point. Yeah, I don't imagine that I have too much left. When I was checking up the playtime, it said that I had typical playtime is like 3.5-ish hours, and we're about at the 3-hour mark for the stream total, so I would say like 2 hours 45-ish minutes for like the actual gameplay. So I don't imagine that we have a ton left. But I do think I should end stream because I do have work tomorrow morning, so I'll probably be ending stream at this point, and then I might try to finish it on Thursday and then go into Bayonetta after, because I typically have like a little, it's an awkward timing for how long each chapter takes for Bayonetta, so I'll probably finish this game on Thursday and then play Bayonetta after, so that's probably the plan. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what that says about me. No, not really. It seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. I have no opinion one way or the other. I just wanted to stop. Yes, you're torturing me and I hate it, and I hate you. No, not really. It seems so distant as soon as I'm near you.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
Do you know what happens to the worlds we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths. and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
You still not care what I bring next? Have you figured out what you want when we're finished? How many more vessels do I need to bring you? Do you still not care what I bring you
I
next?
care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you.
Okay. Oh my god, I'm yawning. How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
We will know when we near our destination.
Okay. I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet
Don't
again.
get jump scared, Meow. Ah! Fucking. I knew it was coming. I just didn't know the timing exactly, and I still fucking got spookied by it. Okay. Untrusting vessel. Bring the witch to her.
You're
Awesome.
on a path in
Alright, let's save and then we'll go ahead and quit. You sure you want to quit? Let's go to this screen. Awesome. Oh my god, I'm in like the far corner. What happened? Hold on. Let me move myself a little bit. Okay. Well, thank you all for coming today, everyone, and I hope you had a good Halloween Hollow Spooky stream with me. I really enjoyed playing so far, and I wanna wait, this thing is, why is this cut so weird? Hold on guys. I really enjoyed playing, and I hope that y'all can enjoy, or I hope y'all will come with us. When is it? When am I playing again? Thursday. I'll be playing again on Thursday. Alright, I'm trying to fix this chat. I don't know why it's all like crunkled like that. Why is it not weird? Okay, anyway. So yeah, I'll be back on Thursday with probably finishing up this game and then going to play Bayonetta after. But I hope you had a good Halloween, and I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, or wherever you are, and I will see you Thursday. We're gonna go ahead and raid Amore. She is streaming Resident Evil 1. So yes, okie dokie. Bye everyone. Bye.